Welcome back to our one-year anniversary of News to Me. This next iReport is proof positive that some people deserve to be terrified. Jason Lugomino of Mahwah, New Jersey, decided to take a stroll on an icy reservoir, knowing full well that the ice was thin. His friends stood by, egging him on from the shore, even videotaping his little ice-capade, when suddenly, splash, down he goes. Jason was able to pull himself out of the nasty situation and share with us his take on the near-death experience.
As soon as I learned that I was able to get up on it, you know, I just made fun of it, and it was a good time. The closer you are to the edge, the
closer you are to life.
Yeah.
Another ill-advised way to get closer to life? This extreme slip and slide that Ron Mark and a friend built when Ron's parents were out of town. The slip and slide was 60 feet long and dropped from the tippy top of the two-story home. To make things even better, it had a launching ramp and a baby pool to land in. And how did they get the pool in the right place? Guesswork.
And I look down and I see the pool passing me by. I thought, you know, oh no, you know, that's not good.
Ron shook off the pain, moved the pool, and the party went on. But things like this rarely end well. Ron got a concussion, his uncle heard the ambulance, and called his parents on vacation.
I don't think my parents are ever going to leave me in charge of their house again.
Along with acts of utter stupidity, over the past year, you guys have blown our minds with some amazing adventures from just about every corner of the globe. Filmmaker Ryan Casey got a great idea when he saw glacier ice falling into the Copper River in Alaska. The ice kicked up massive tsunami-like swells that at times could be as high as 40 or 50 feet. But what caught his eye was that the waves seemed to break with perfect form, both up and down the river. So he figured he would include the phenomenon in his new big wave surfing movie. Pro surfer Garrett McNamara was more than willing to play along. And voila! Oh, is he in there? Is he going to come out? We talked to Casey and director Brett Meskey about capturing the sport of glacier surfing. Hey, would you put this in the extreme dangerous category?
This is beyond that. This is something that should never probably be attempted again. Basically, sitting in front of that glacier is like sitting in front of the biggest shotgun ever invented. The glacier, if it calves and instead of going directly down the water, if it actually books, if it actually kind of comes down and sprays, it will fragment ice chunks, you know, the size of buses, 200 miles an hour.
Despite the dangers, they made it out okay and ended up with a clip that is astounding viewers all over the web and hopefully making them big bucks in the surf movie. And another fringe sport that caught our attention was this mad stunt performed by Miles Dasher and Shane McConkey. They base jumped off a bridge, tied together with a climbing rope. Miles cut away his parachute and swung from Shane. He then cut away the bungee and parachuted again with just moments to spare. We met another adventurer whose goals were not so lofty, but his popularity was immense. He had gained a sizable online following by traveling the world and posting video of himself wherever he went. And not just standing there with a smile, but doing that crazy dance he does. Why do people like dancing universally?
You know, I think it's one of those things that we all have in common. You know, we're musical animals. We like to get up and move around, and I think it just kind of, it's one of the things that unites us and crosses language barriers, cultural barriers.
And while we were in the middle of breaking cultural barriers, our feel-good interview was cut short by the law.
There's a security guy here who's asked us to stop filming.
Ask him to dance, Matt.
You know what? I'm not going to do that, Eric. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
This is a guy from CNN. Would you mind talking to him?
He's from CNN. Sir, can you turn it off, please?
Matt's gone. Matt's been shut down. The bad dancing police came in and got him. Thanks for joining us, Matt, on News to Me. This next adventure deserves a special mention because we ask you guys to go to our website and vote for your favorite story from the past year. These next guys got the gold ribbon, and it should go well with their black ties. Heath Buck and Douglas Campbell were barely acquainted when over some cold beers, they had what their website describes as a drunken vision. They would travel the world on a mission to save humanity. And although they had yet to decide exactly how they could accomplish that feat, they knew it had to be done wearing tuxedos.
There's tons of people traveling. There's even a lot of people traveling and doing good things. For us to kind of try to maximize attention and also have real fun with it, we thought the tuxedo was a great, gimmick.
The young men dubbed themselves Tuxedo Travelers, vowed to wear the tuxedos every day with the exception of if and when they are kidnapped. And they slowly hatched a plan to better the world. They would vlog their way across the globe, asking for donations from online viewers. When they got donations, they would spend them during their travels on the local communities.
We would deliver in person 100% of all the funds that we had donated to the project so people could really see where their money was going.
The Tuxedo Travelers crossed the continents, leaving a wake of smiles, and the world became a better place, 1 mile at a time.
Right here, and then here like a little design.
One tattoo at a time. One near-death experience at a time.
Now that is a scary bridge.
A risk well worth taking for a better world. Up next on News to Me, she ditched the good life for calf nuts and boogers. Find out why. Can't bear the weight of your dark secrets? This website will set you free. A dangerous journey through the most bizarre websites. And a roller coaster ride.
Stop it!